Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode number 212. I may have already mentioned that I fixed this. You can see this one is moving up and down a lot. So the number of logistic... that's the number of robots, hang on. 364 versus 367, so they're close. There is actually... just to explain how this works, basically, if these get a positive number, they'll accept that as a filter. They won't accept a negative filter. So what I do is I take the contents of 1, I multiply by -1, and then I divide by 100, so they're not constantly moving. So there is a slight deliberate error. So it'll only accept items when there's a greater discrepancy than that 100. That's what this one does, I think. And the reason why we need 3 of them is because it then multiplies by -1 again to swap it around, because if there's a big enough discrepancy, it then wants to move them from the other one across. So that's how that works. It's not really that big a mystery. It's just sometimes you don't want to have to rework out how the wheel works. So the other thing while we're here, I noticed in our previous episode or two, we had we've got quite a collection of nitinol as well. I didn't notice that one. Okay, nitinol, if nitinol gear wheels is less than 100, say, God. Oh dear, oh dear. So I noticed the titanium one, and you can see it was completely full. They have actually used up quite a lot of this, probably creating something else that is more full than we actually require. That's interesting. It says 50. I might make you 100. We seem to be going through these things quite fast. Yeah, I wonder if there is another one. Well, I guess we'll find it one of these days. It doesn't really matter. The other one that I missed was actually over here. I got far too much insulated wire built, and I think that's part of the reason we have one of the problems that we have, and that is that the way up here in our new facility, the processing units has come to a halt. We're at 6,000. We need 16,000 to fill a train. And the reason is a little annoying. We are completely out of the liquid resin. Now, that's possibly because this one's been going crazy to supply red circuits, both up here. I know down here in the ME we had some come in. So we've suddenly put a significantly greater demand on. Probably having that wire fill a whole box wasn't the best bet. The most concerning thing, though, is this appears to be going up, but rather slowly. In fact, let's have a look. We need 50k before we have more resin. Let's have a look at fluids. 1 minute. Resin, here you go. We are making it at the rate of 860 a minute. And we have 40, so there's about 9,000 to go. So it's 10 or 11 minutes before we're going to get another train. So that is a concern. I don't know if it's just like the way the system works is effectively going to need to buffer up. But the thing is, even if we get a full train of processing units, we pretty much need one over at modules basically immediately, so we can do the next higher level modules. We need one down here at the ME so we can do our higher order machines, because a few remember or know already, or just take my word for it, these things take processing units. So do these. I think, do the inserters take processing units? Yeah, the better inserters take processing units, and the splitters take processing units. So while we can use these two, faster level belt and underground, we can't use the splitters, and we can't use the inserters without processing units. Not to mention science. So we're going to, and also the next level circuits are going to use processing units as well, I believe. There you go. Oh, and for some reason 20. Oh. Why do you need the green ones in there? I thought it was really good you didn't have the green ones here. Why are you bringing them back here? 9. Wow. They're going to be hard to... Wow. We're not going to be making a lot. Nitric acid. Okay. There's a few challenges with that one, obviously. What else was it? Processing unit... chrome plate, that's right. So we don't have chrome plate, and I don't think I have a source of nitric acid currently to call up. So there's a few challenges there. So I guess there's two ways of approaching this. One, we can track down what the problem is here. We can maybe throw in prod modules if we can to get more benefit out of here. Or we can, this is really where the problem is, it's the ethanol. We can trace back where we're producing ethanol. Some of it is here, where we make plastic. A little slowly. And there's some runoff of mud only from these bottom two. Instead of creating ever more of the landfill, we have been displacing the mud down below. It's only from there anyway. These ones don't have that issue. And sending it over here along with any excess, so this doesn't clog up. Comes over here. This thing is choked by lack of mud, clearly. I did think that I had a input mud. So we do actually have a requirement for picking up mud. And I know we're producing it in a couple of places, in fact. Empty mud. Let's have a look where we're doing the mud. This is the only consumer, and we actually have two supplies. Frank and Frank. Frank and Frank. Which is, I guess that makes perfect sense. That's at the bottom of our washing where we're doing... is that lime? Or limestone? One of those. We don't actually have much mud there at the moment. Because you have to produce other things to get that mud. I think. Brick. Slightly unreliable. And the other source is at saline load 1. Saline load 1 is... It's nothing to do with the saline. In fact, we don't even load saline there, or do we? We do, actually. We do load saline. We've only got 10k. This is picking up mud from... Yeah, it's picking up mud from this facility, which is mineral sludge. That is like the second mineral sludge facility. And it's not actually looking like it's producing a whole lot right now. Right, I actually want to see what's going on with our mineral sludge. There's one asking for an empty train, and there's one asking for a full train. I guess that's fine. What I could do is increase the flow of mud up here. That would make a lot of sense, I think, rather than all of these guys waiting for trouble. Although I'm starting to wonder where I'm going to be producing landfill if I keep turning all these things into mud. We are producing landfill there. There's a lot there. I may just pop over there. I'm not even sure exactly where I am. Oh, I'm here. Okay. Let's go over to that facility, see if there's a way to boost mud production. I think that it's just up here, isn't it? This appears to have come to basically an abrupt halt. Okay, what is the issue? Tons of sulfuric acid and water, so they're not the issue. Mineral sludge is not the issue. Sulfuric waste water is not getting processed because that's full. That's full. Our sulfur tanks are full. Very awkward. How is our sulfur train? I do believe we have one. No, we don't have a sulfur train. Well, that's interesting. I have set up... Well, these are only outstanding requests, so I guess there's nowhere waiting to drop off, nowhere waiting to pick up. We may have a sulfur train. Search. I wonder if I can search. Oh, it's going to have the symbol. You can't search on symbols. Maybe. This one. Empty sulfur. We do have a sulfur supply train. In here. And it's full. The only place I know of where we're actually using sulfur is this one. We have 20k sulfur, so it probably doesn't need any. I don't know, is sulfur just something that you always struggle to get rid of? And at the end of the day, you should just have... you should just shoot warehouses at the end of the day because you have so much sulfur to get rid of. Is that how it works? That's certainly not how it works in vanilla. I have 2 warehouses of the stuff. Okay, I either blow one up. That is an option, one that I'm seriously considering. I either blow one up or I just add another warehouse and the problem goes away for another 20 episodes or so. Ooh, where do you go exactly? Oh, there is something over there. What's that? Is that a titanium plate? Titanium pipe, yes. But where do you go? You don't actually go anywhere. Are you supposed to be... that? Maybe. Whoa. I don't actually know how I survived that. You are a mud pickup. We've used 57 of 768. Maybe I could throw sulfur in there as well and turn you into a sulfur pickup as well. And only allow sulfur in there up to a certain amount, so there's always plenty of room for lots of mud. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And how come I have absolutely no room for anything anymore? Pipe can stay. I'll be happy just to maybe what we need to do is actually do something like that, and you can drop there. You can drop there. Oh, that wasn't clever. Yeah, should have been one further up. Oh well. Now, sulfur less than, say, 32,000. And that one, same thing. There we go. At least that gets this process working again. And continuing after a short break, my daughters just wanted to play a Roblox game, Roblox, whatever it is. Anyway, the point of what we've just done is that we should have started up mud production again. And yeah, I think that is it even possible to get more mud onto this line? This one is going straight through. This one is joining in. Maybe watch. Oh, that's full of something. What was it full of? It's full of mud. That makes sense. Okay, let's do some organizing here. Oh, excuse me. More organizing required. Get that guy up. So what I actually want to do is something like that. We don't even use this super slow belt anymore. Let's see about doing this for maybe the entire length. Yes, I have become rather used to what's it called, the thing where you walk through pipes. There's enough nuisances in this mod pack that it seems fair and reasonable that you can walk through pipes. Besides which, how big are these pipes supposed to be? If they're gigantic pipes, then no, you wouldn't be able to walk through them. But if they are just sort of everyday pipes, then, or if they're actually supposed to be like underground pipes, I mean, I guess they're not because you're seeing them, and these are underground ones, but I guess the secret is don't try and rationalize the rules of Factorio too much. Okay, so we're not building any more landfill here anymore, because we needed mud, and I think I am going to... Oops, not that. Speed that up a little bit. That's the slow point. So we now have a small accumulation of mud. It's made no noticeable difference. We're already 12k up here. There is another location where we are now collecting mud. Well, there's always over on this side. We have a similar sort of facility. Is this it? Yes. 63,000 mud there. And this doesn't even go all the way down. But yeah, 63,000 mud. And some of it feeds back into here. But we actually could do with a mud removal, which wouldn't be that hard to set up. Why all this fuss about mud? Well, I didn't really explain it that well, did I? But if you have a look here, all these things require mud as an input to join with, well, they get combined in here with this stuff, and then that's what makes this stuff being turned into this liquidy product that comes into here and makes the ethanol gas, and it's the ethanol gas that we are short of in our that's butane gas, ethanol gas that we're short of way down here where we're making this stuff. And there must have been a train pick that up. I wonder and hope that it came in here and we're making more of this, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Yep, we're still stuck at 6,000. So it went somewhere else, probably down here. Don't you dare be demanding more. Alright, we need to see, not that one. We need to see where the demand is actually. That one. Okay, there's 3 places. Where's Shrek? In here. You have tons. I don't actually want you to get the next lot. Right, what we can do is several things. Where are we? We're just above the ME in. Okay, get out of map mode. What I think I'll do is I will grab my train. Come to me. And I'm going to change the request to priority, basically. So if we were to go up to here, I guess. I'll make this a lower number, which increases the priority. So the next time there's a delivery, it will come to us and it won't go to the other ones. Okay, so you'd be the queue, which is this one. Let's set that to 40. Oh, crap. Yay. And I am running a unreleased experimental version where I was making some small changes to the TSM. So this is related to my moving of this to the side. It's probably an easy fix, but it's actually late, so I don't really want to do it right now. So I guess what I might do is, well, certainly I'm going to pause and we will see. I can't remember how much there was before I saved. Try and recoup that and recoup where we were at. See if there's another plan that doesn't involve fixing this right at this moment. And yeah, I'll be back with you in a sec. So anyway, here we are again. So it was just that little bit of belt to get more mud happening. That's all we have done. Changing this priority probably is what I want to do. But maybe we'll do it by removing this and placing a new one. Green wire. Trains on the way is less than Q. Is this going to cause a crash again? Damn it, I don't know. Save, that will do. Regime. Yes, it is. Of course it is. Alright. At least that time we lost nothing, so it's just this text field, the way I'm doing it. It's not... well, it hasn't taken into account the different orientation you get by being out here, basically, if that makes sense. It's not particularly hard to do to put it here, but, you know, it blows up everything else, so that's why you perhaps don't want to. Well, that definitely puts it at the end of the list, which means that we should consider what we're going to do with our supply of 6,000. I don't have a blue circuit, or do I? A blue circuit train already? I do have a blue circuit train, so I could call that train and I could set up demand. Now, if I was to do that, I think the best place for it to go would be here, into modules. Not that modules can really cope. So maybe what we should do is probably wrap up this episode. And how are you doing, in fact? You've got tons of the stuff. We should wrap up this episode, and next episode we should be looking at, maybe we're going to have to do modules, get the next level splinters going, because these are the little ones. Does this have the stuff, or is it something else? when we have this whole biter chain of, maybe it's easier to see if I did it up here. So if you're looking at modules, speed module 1, say, they need this thing, which needs the polished blue crystal shard. Whereas if you were looking at the... No, not that. The level 0 version, which is the one we can build currently, it needs this splinter. So we need to go up from the splinter. That's not the one. Oh yeah, rocket control unit. Oh, and they happen to use the advanced processing units, so yay, that's going to take a while. But it uses speed module 0, so at least they're generous in that regard. So it's just making enough of these to be able to generate those. Anyway, the one that we're particularly interested in is the speed module 1. Which goes into these cable harnesses, but making these boards needs the polished blue crystal shard, and there's only one recipe for that. You need the cut crystal shard, which means you need the raw crystal shard, egg cell shell seed. Interesting. Okay. I think the way we want to go is this medium biter and oh, the medium biter queen. So this is actually a more difficult recipe. You need to keep churning out new medium biters. New medium biters recipe. Either this one or this one. So the medium biter egg. Which has 2 recipes. Oh, okay, the medium biter queens can do this sort of thing, so that's probably how we'd use the medium biter queen. So, in other words, we need to take the raw crystal splinters, crystal seed. Okay, we're doing that already somewhere, and the crystal enhancer is crystal powder, crystal catalyst, and seeded dish. I think we're kind of doing that already with the so we need to get these acidic puffer eggs. Where do these ones come from? Small biters. Is that the thing that we're completely evaporating? Or completely using currently? Alright, I need my train again to have a proper look at this. Come up and get me from here. Right. So the thing is, we've done a change that maybe we'll start noticing. Maybe we need to do that other mud supply, but if we were to go on this detour to sort out the next level of stuff that we need to do for modules, then I dare say, so yes, this is taking all the splinters and doing very nasty things to them, so we're going to have to change that so they don't all have very nasty things done to them. And acidic puffers. Gaseous puffer, blazing puffer, acidic puffer. So we do have acidic puffers. And we can probably do some acidic puffer breeding as well. And have lots of interesting noises made while we do it. So I guess we're going to head down. It's not exactly a detour. It's just a slight change in priority. And we'll see if other things resolve themselves in the meantime. So, sorry this episode was a little bit broken up. And obviously I need to do a couple of minor tweaks to TSM, especially before I release this update. And just even for my own enjoyment of my own game. But anyway, till next episode, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye for now.